Q9383. What action should be taken when a pilot is cleared for approach while being radar vectored on an unpublished route? A. Descend to minimum vector altitude. B. Remain at last assigned altitude until established on a published route segment. C. Descend to initial approach fix altitude. The correct answer is B. The pilot must maintain the last altitude assigned when operating on an unpublished route or while being radar vectored until the aircraft is established on a segment of a published route or instrument approach procedure, unless a different attitude is assigned by ATC. Q9385. What altitude is a pilot authorized to fly when cleared for an ILS approach? The pilot A. May begin a descent to the procedure turn altitude. B. Must maintain the last assigned altitude until established on a published route or segment of the approach with published altitudes. C. May descend from the assigned altitude only when established on the final approach course. The correct answer is B. Unless a different attitude is assigned by ATC, the pilot must maintain the last attitude assigned when operating on an unpublished route or while being radar vectored until the aircraft is established on a segment of a published route or instrument approach procedure. Q9036. What actions should a pilot take if vectored across the final approach course during an IFR approach? A. Continue on the last heading issued until otherwise instructed. B. Contact approach control and advise that the flight is crossing the final approach course. C. Turn on to final and broadcast in the blind that the flight has proceeded on final. The correct answer is B. When it is essential to vector over the final approach track for spacing or another reason, aircraft are typically notified. If the pilot has not been advised that he will be vectored over the final approach course and an approach course crossing is about to occur, he should ask the controller. Q9369. If being radar vectored to the final approach course of a published instrument approach that specifies an OPT, the pilot should A. Advise ATC that a procedure turn will not be executed. B. Not execute the procedure turn unless specifically cleared to do so by ATC. C. Execute a holding pattern type procedure turn. The correct answer is B. When the published instrument approach procedure specifies an OPT, it means that a procedure turn should not be performed unless explicitly cleared by Air Traffic Control, ATC. In this case, the pilot should not automatically execute the procedure turn, but should await further instructions from ATC. Following ATC instructions ensures proper sequencing and adherence to the specific approach procedure being used. Q9391. What minimum ground visibility may be used instead of a prescribed visibility criteria of RVR 16 when that RVR value is not reported? A. 1/4 SM. B. 3/4 SM. C. 1/2 SM. The correct answer is A. If the specific RVR value of 16 is not available, a pilot can utilize a minimum ground visibility of 1/4 SM as an alternative. This visibility requirement serves as a substitute when the RVR value is not reported or cannot be determined. It is important for pilots to follow the appropriate visibility criteria to ensure safe operations during approaches and landings.